18, my knees this time, I have been there twice before, I have climbed all the way to the top, but this time I have got torn meniscus, so I couldn't go too far. I arrived somewhere maybe halfway. And then there was this coffee shop on the mountain run by an Arab, and guess what's his name? Moses. So it's interesting to know that. I have been asked by Dr. Wayne Krause, the mission director of the South Pacific Division. He invited me to talk about Islam in Avondale University next month. And that's why, Brother Noel, I asked you if you could take the service on that day, because I would be in Avondale University. And that's triggered, in my mind, why shouldn't I talk to my own church about Islam, and especially the Arabs? Thank you, Fancia, for reading the text. And I would move slowly. I hope the slides would help me. So why should, I went too far. Can we go back a bit? Yeah, that would do. That would do. The League of Arab States is an international or intergovernmental pan-Arab organization of all the Arabs in the Middle East. As you can see them, they are in the what you call the Near East, and the ones in green, and North Africa and Saudi Arabia. I wonder if you could recognize what I am talking about. So the Arab nations go all the way around here. Start from here all the way to here. Iraq is what's called the eastern gateway of the Arab nations. And it goes all the way to Morocco, where you have heard about the earthquake that happened recently. And goes from those countries, not those at the top, as the Arab countries, including Somalia and Eritrea, somewhere here. Mauritania and Eritrea the other way. The population of the Arab as a whole, nearly 500 million. And it is within this window where we have got few or little membership compared to the rest of the world. We have presence, we have good presence, but really not compared to the number of people that we have got there. Now the question is this. We know that the Arabs are, or let's say general knowledge, the Arabs are Muslims. That's not correct. Majority of the Arabs are Muslims, but there are Christians, Jews, and others who are part of the Arab nations. Now, when we talk about the Muslims, how far are they from Australia? How far, as a country I'm talking about? Of course, we have got Muslims within Sydney here, and in the neighborhood here. But from Australia, how far they are? Yes? In the next slides, please. Yes. This is, Australia is the white thing here. And our neighbors, Indonesia and Malaysia, are the closest. Now, when you think about numbers, can we go to the next slide, please? Actually, Indonesia and Malaysia constitute the largest number of Muslims in the world. And according to 2009 statistics, they were 220, now I think close to 300 million in that area, or at least 250. I think around 300. And you can see the other countries, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. Then comes Egypt, Nigeria. But Egypt, for instance, say 79. I know now it is more than 100 million. Nigeria, Iran, which we hear the news. Iran is not the biggest, no. Turkey, Algeria, Morocco. Now we come to the Arabic country, Algeria, Morocco, and then my country, Iraq, which it says about 30. Now I know that is more than 40 million, closer to 45 million in there. So knowing all of that, what does the Bible say about the Arabs? Let me say the bed, the center, the focus of Islam in the world. Were they the Arabs before the time of Jesus' incarnation? Very interesting. Very, very interesting question. Were they in the time of Abraham? Were they in the time of David and Jacob and Moses? Let me show you the next slide. This is next. This slide. This is a fight between the Assyrians and the Arabs that was found, and it dates back to 660 to 650 BC. My question to you, who are the Arabs in this one? Actually, it is a wall memorial. We have seen it in the British Museum. Who are the Arabs and who are the Assyrians? Can you guess? Who are the Arabs in this wall memorial and who are the Assyrians? And why? That's okay. If you don't have an answer, think about it. Think about it. Let's go to the Word of God. The next slide, which is Genesis 11, verses 10 to 31. This is the genealogy of Shem. The Arabs are Shemites, Semites. So when the Jews, they talk about themselves as the sons or the children of Sam, Semites, actually, because they were from the same area. All the Arabs are Semites. Okay, let's go through the words of God. And this is the genealogy of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and he begot Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. After he begot Arphaxad, Shem lived 500 years and begot sons and daughters. And then he talks about the other sons. Arphaxad lived 35 years and begot Salah. After he begot Salah or Salah or whatever, Arphaxad lived 400 years and 30 years and begot sons and daughters. Salah lived 30 years and begot Eber. This Eber word, this Eber in Arabic is Aber. Eber in Arabic is Aber. The Arabic language in Arabic is called Arabiya. And sometimes I wonder if the Arabi comes from this name, Aber, or Eber in English. After he begot Eber, Salah lived 400 years and begot sons and daughters. He lived